Welcome back, listeners, to the Y Factor on 87.6 FM. We've still got Zeynab, our food blogger, as the guest on today's show. And in fact, we're going to ask her a few questions to, check just how much she really knows her food after, that massive review she just gave us. And I bet you half of you Googling those places now or calling up your friends and making plans to check out all those restaurants. By the way, what time are we on for Friday night? Okay. Right, anyway, so let's get started. Are you ready, Zeynab?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. Now, first question. What suburbs are San Churros in?
There's one in Glebe, there's one in Parramatta, and...
Come on, food blogger, you should have more knowledge than me. I knew those two.
There's at least two more that you can mention.
There's one in Campbelltown as well, in MacArthur Square.
Mm-hmm.
And there is one more which actually escapes me now.
Miran, stop being evil.
There's still two more. Okay, we'll leave that question there.
Where are they, just for info?
All right, Chatswood and Bondi.
Oh, cool.
So if you're in any of those 5 suburbs, you'll find a San Churros. Name 3 ingredients in a Waldorf salad.
A Waldorf salad. I can't say I've ever had a Waldorf salad, actually. Is there egg in it?
No.
There's no egg in it.
Tut, Zeynab.
Zeynab doesn't like mainstream food.
It's a salad. It's actually not even mainstream. It contains apple, celery, walnuts, lettuce, and mayonnaise.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Wow,
It's quite odd, isn't it?
Interesting.
All right. Name a halal Indian or Pakistani restaurant starting with Z.
Zafran.
Good going.
In Darling Harbour.
When does MasterChef begin?
The new season?
Yes.
I think it's in a couple of months, but I don't know the exact month.
Zeynab, you're not doing so well on today's quiz. It's actually starting on Sunday, the 1st of May. Harissa is a famous hot chili sauce used in North African cooking, originating in which country?
Morocco?
No, it's actually Tunisia.
Oh, damn.
I always thought it was Morocco.
No,
they love to put it on tagine and stuff.
Yeah.
I think
delicious.
all North African countries are really into their chili sauces.
Yeah.
All right. What is the national dish of Egypt? And this question was sent through by Amatullah.
Is it koshari?
That's one of them. Yep. You could have also mentioned ful and tamia, which is pretty much falafel and full.
Hey, don't mention for the falafel issue. Israel will be down your throat saying it's their national dish.
Yeah, I guess that's why the answer is put down as tamia, not falafel. Just another name for it.
Yeah. Even ful, that's like a staple in Sudan and many of those countries, for breakfast.
Yeah, I think everyone just uses different spices.
They just have to be very careful on restaurants when they write it in English as foul.
Yeah, spelling's always an issue. How do you spell kafta, kufta? Kifta. Final question, Zeynab, and this isn't a right or wrong, it's just out of interest. If you could have lunch with anybody, who would you invite and why?
It would have to be Nelson Mandela, because he's just an inspirational person, and I'd be really interested to see what kind of food he likes as well.
Zeynab, don't forget to take a mahram with you.
I think he's about 95, Tasnim.
Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't met him. That would be amazing. But I've been to his prison cell in South Africa, so...
The Y Factor.
So just quickly for our events this week, FAMC is inshallah holding the sex education workshop for those between 13 to 16 years of age, and it'll basically go through everything from tahara to gender issues to sexual issues. It'll be delivered by Dr. Zakaria Matthews and his wife Faiza Matthews, which will be this Saturday the 23rd of April from 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at 33 Matthews Street, Punchbowl Musalla. It's free of charge, but you need to log on to the famc.org.au website to register. For further information, you can call 04204 308 82.
There's also the MSAs of New South Wales Volunteers Night, which is featuring Sheikh Omar Habbush, and it will include stalls of MSA campuses around Sydney. That'll be on this Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the LMA Youth Centre, 71 Wanji Road, Lakemba. It's free entry, and there will actually be light dinner provided. It'll be a really good opportunity to meet the MSA committees from the different universities, ask them questions, network, and make a commitment to volunteer in the community.
Speaking of other events, there's Habib Omar's tour to Sydney, so have a look at the Habib Omar tour website for that. The major events would be the UNSW event, which we mentioned a couple of episodes ago, which is Thursday the 28th of April, and also there will be a dinner on the 1st of May. So log on to the habibtour.com.au website for further information in regards to the events coming up.
Finally, we have the Auburn Gallipoli Mosque lessons. It's actually on the Quran. How can we show that the Quran is the authentic word of God? How can modern readers appreciate the miraculousness of the Quran? So important theological questions will be examined in a course that will be starting on Friday, the 22nd of April from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. It'll be, following things like the history and compilation of the Quran, the major themes of the Quran.
And this is like weekly, so starting from this Friday every single week?
Once a week for 2 months. It's for free. It's in the conference room of Auburn Gallipoli Mosque, which is on Gallipoli Parade, Auburn, and the instructor is Mehmet Ozal.
That brings us to the end of an action-packed episode this week.
Well, at least it was food-packed. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in this week, and special thanks to Zeynab once again for coming on the show. It was a pleasure to have you. Inshallah, let us know if you do try out any of those places like we mentioned before. Send us your thoughts, your comments on our Facebook page, The Y Factor Radio Show, or our email, yfactor@live.com.au. And from us here at The Y Factor,
that's it. So we'll see you next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Love, we need love. Love is all we need.